what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about more of the figures that were revealed at San Diego Comic-Con, and these are like, this is really like a various like lines of like figures. I'm just like combining them together because there's like just so many different ones, and there's like so many different companies. Like, you know, like Mondo revealed that they have like a Phantasm figure, like 6-scale figure. I was kind of suspecting that too, because Batman Masculine Phantasm is like 30 years old this year. So I was suspecting that we probably would get like a Phantasm figure from them eventually, but they have revealed it. Plus like noir versions of Batman and Mr. Freeze, you know, like black and white versions of them. And it has been confirmed, but they haven't really fully revealed it, but 3-0 does have Rambo 2, like a Rambo 6-scale figure based on the First Blood Part 2 on the way, because you can see him like in the display booth next to like Will and Mike from Stranger Things, like the Rambo 2 figure. And it does have Rambo Part 2 like written on it if you like read closely, so you can tell that it's based on like Part 2. So that's definitely one of my most anticipated figures. But there's like tons of like other figures, you know. There's like a new company like Syndicate Collectibles, which has like Bloodsport figures, you know, and so on. They have like a Sideshow Collectibles has revealed like a 6-scale Lost Boys like David, like the character played by Kiefer Sutherland. And then Mondo, I forgot to mention too also that they have a Megan 6-scale figure too as well, like on the way, like Mondo themselves, like a Megan 6-scale figure, so I think that's pretty cool too as well. And first up, I wanted to talk about the upcoming figures that Mondo has in the way. And I kind of was suspecting that, I was really suspecting that we're getting like a Phantasm figure from Mondo, a 6-scale Phantasm figure based on the Batman Masculine Phantasm, because the film is 30 years old this year, so I was kind of suspecting that they might pull one out like that. And it looks pretty cool too as well. And they also giving us like noir versions of Batman and Mr. Freeze, so they have like that black and white noir style. So I think that's pretty cool too as well. But I'm definitely excited about the Phantasm figure from Mondo. And then also we have 3-0 who have officially revealed, well I ain't gonna say revealed, but you can see the figure. We have a Rambo 2 figure on the way. Ah, that's so awesome. You can, if you look close at the product code, it does say Rambo First Blood Part 2, because he's wrapped between like Will and Mike from Stranger Things, because we already knew we had Will, but now we're getting like Mike too as well. We knew about Will too as well from Stranger Things. These are like 3-0 base figures. I think it's pretty cool that Mondo also has a Megan 6-scale figure. She even has an alternate head sculpt. You can see that on display. So that must admit that was a signing news and unexpected that Mondo is doing like a figure based on Megan, like a 6-scale figure. Dang, that's pretty awesome right there. I'll be definitely up for picking that one on up. And Hot Toys has revealed like their figure based like on Prey. They also have a figure based like on Ahsoka, which they haven't revealed yet, but like the Ahsoka TV series, I think they're gonna have one based on that. Plus they're gonna also have one based on this John Wick 4. We have Keanu Reeves and like Donnie Yen, like the characters that they played in those films. Because you can see the figures like in booths, but they haven't really officially revealed them. But you can see how the John Wick 4 and the Donnie Yen, how their figures look. So I must admit, that's definitely exciting news. They're also doing like another version of the Grogu figure, like life-size figure, but he will have like his hover thing, hover prime, I think that's what it's called, the thing that he rides in. So I must admit, I'm kind of curious about that one, like how would that be? And of course, you know, we have like the Archie and like Joker and Anakin Skywalker figures on the way, plus the Spider-Man black suit figure that Hot Toys revealed too as well. And Sideshow Collectibles has revealed a 6-scale David figure based on like the Lost Boys film, like the guy played by Kiefer Sutherland, and it looks pretty good. Like the likeness to Kiefer Sutherland looks pretty good on the figure. So that must admit, I know that's like exciting news for like fans of the Lost Boys. I always thought the film was pretty cool too as well, you know. They also have like and McFarlane Toys has revealed like figures based on Batman and Robin, like the movie that everybody, you know, think is like the worst of the franchise. They have figures based like on Batman, Robin, Poison Ivy, and Mr. Freeze from McFarlane Toys. So that was kind of a surprise. Another one I think is pretty cool and I'm interested in are the Square Enix Final Fantasy X figures. They have 6-scale figures. I think they're like 6-scale based on like Titus and like Yuna. So I think that's pretty cool, because Final Fantasy X has always been like my favorite of the Final Fantasy games. So I must admit, I'm kind of interested in picking those on up. And there's also a new company known as Syndicate Collectibles, and they're starting like their own line of figures, because they have figures like based like on Bloodsport, because we have like a a John Claude Van Damme, we can say Frank Duke's figure. We also have like a Polo figure too as well. So I think that's pretty cool, and they look pretty awesome. Like the way they looking, and they look like they're like I think 7-inch style type figures. I'm not too sure. They also have figures based on like Double Dragon, like the video game, like the brothers, like I think Billy and Jimmy. They even have ones based on them, and they also have apparently like some pumpkin head figures too as well, and different sizes. Cause we have like looks like the standard like 7 style or 8-inch like pumpkin head figure, but it looks like they have a quarter scale one too as well. It looks like it's like 3 different sizes for the pumpkin head figure. And again, this is like a new company known as Syndicate Collectibles. So yeah, I must admit I'm definitely interested in them, especially like their blood sport figures. Even Pumpkinhead sounds pretty cool, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about this, and I'm curious about the Syndicate Collectibles like company, because they have like Bloodsport figures. They have figures based on Double Dragon, like the brothers. I think that was like Billy and Jimmy. And they also have like Pumpkinhead figures. And like in the Pumpkinhead figures, they're like in various different scales. Like they have like the traditional like 7 or 8-inch, but then they have a quarter scale, like and then like it's even like a 6 scale or something like that. It's like it's 3 different sizes for the Pumpkinhead figure, and this is like a new company. So I must admit, even I'm definitely excited about that. But anyway, please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.